Hey, what's up everyone? This is the Spegmeister, and welcome back to my Halo Wars Legendary walkthrough. On this episode, I'll be covering Mission 13, Beachhead, which is arguably the longest mission in the campaign, but certainly not the most difficult. But I'll walk you through how to earn the gold medal and secure part-time, while also finding the collectibles and earning any secondary objectives along the way. So with that, let's jump right in.
Restraints off. Your judgment has waited long enough.
Just get it over with.
The ancients have granted us the power to doom your race. Let the deconstruction of our gifts begin. The majesty of our new fleet will be unparalleled.
Nothing ventured. Surface. That worked out pretty well. Or maybe not.
Lady, I haven't got all day. You want to be rescued or not?
Local units.
On the way. So what? No thanks for rescuing me, Sergeant?
Later, the Covenant are assembling a huge fleet.
Take them down. Suddenly this LZ doesn't look so good. Spirit, we're gonna need backup. And another Pelican.
Let's get out of here. I saw a teleporter over there.
Local units.
On the way. Yes? Quick, fire! On the way. Spirit of fire, we are ready for transport. Anders, stay by that beacon. Where to?
Since we start off this mission with so few troops, we're going to do our best to keep these units alive as long as possible.
On the way. On the way.
I like to take this opportunity to go around in this small area to gather some supplies.
Take them down.
And there's actually quite a few supplies
On the way.
that you'll find early on.
On the way. Standing by. Got it. Where to? On the way. Yes? On the way.
John, I think I know how to stop the Covenant. I need to get to my lab.
Baby steps, Professor. Let's try not dying first. Where to? On the way. On the way. Where to?
Local
On
units.
the way. Rip them up! Quick, fire! Right away. Right away. On the way.
I'm going.
On the way. We're going. On the way.
So your biggest threat will be the snipers, so just keep an eye out for them
Standing by.
so that they don't pick off your ODSTs.
Yes?
Pelican inbound to your position. Sergeant, I need you to stay down here and get this area locked down.
Well, what do you know? Lockdown is my specialty. Ready.
Yes?
Ready. Got it. Need a hand?
Local units.
Show off. Got it.
So as soon as we gain control, Red Team,
Got it.
we're going to send these guys on point
Got it.
to
Got it.
check out this Covenant base.
I'm on it.
Yes? I'll get it. Got it. Yes? Got it.
Ready. Too easy. Ready. Hopping on. Ready. You got it. Too easy.
Local units.
Got it.
Ready. Got it. Got it.
And as soon as you gain control of Locust, make sure to get it out of the action as quick as possible.
Got it. Yes? On the way. On the way. Ready. Got it. Where to? On the way. Ready. Got it. Got it. Ready. Easily done. Got it. Easily done. Where to? On the way. Ready. Easily done. Got it. Ready. You got it. Ready. Got it.
Enemy engagement.
Easily done. Where to? On the way.
All units.
I'll get it.
Got it. Light 'em up.
So off in that corner where I sent my ODSTs across in front of the base, there is a
Local units.
Forerunner supply elevator in that spot.
Easily done.
And what I like to do is put an ODST squad in there as quick as possible once the front two turrets are destroyed.
Easily done. Easily done. Got it. Where to?
Got it.
Ready. On the move. Got it.
All units.
Ready. Got it.
So I'm trying to find the sweet spot where there is a
Got it.
where I can target the turrets without having the Locust in range.
Ready. Easily done. Easily done.
All units.
Got it.
On the way. On the way. Ready. Easily done.
All units.
I'll get it.
Where to? On the way. Hostile neutralized. Where to?
All units.
Right away.
And you'll have to deal with some Covenant reinforcements, but if you take out the Spirit dropship, well, in this case it didn't work. They still dropped reinforcements in spite of the fact that I destroyed the Spirit just before it could touch down.
Right away. On the way. Right away. Right away.
All units.
Easily done.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Ready. On the way. Standing by. We're going. Regenerate healing targets. Bye.
So as soon as you secure this base location, make sure to watch your back for any Covenant reinforcements.
All units.
And they may try a rebuild on that base as well.
Enemy engagement.
I'll get it.
All units.
On the way.
All units.
On the way. We're going. On the way.
Got it.
Got it. On the way. Healing targets. Yes, on the way.
All units.
I'll get it.
Easily done.
Station complete.
I'm a little surprised they're throwing hunters this early in the mission. Normally it's a little bit before they do so.
Got it.
All units.
Got it.
I feel like the Covenant is being a little bit more aggressive than they usually are.
Where to? On the way. Ready. Easily done.
Supply pad complete.
So if you're going for the skull on this level, you'll need to kill 10 of these flood bomber forms,
Easily done.
which isn't too bad.
Turret complete.
Where to? Take them down. Right away. Ready. Got it.
All units.
Got it.
Reactor complete. Enemy engagement.
On the way. On the way.
Supply pad upgrade. Fortress upgrade complete. Turret complete. Supply pad complete.
Yes. Got it.
With the units I have available, the best setup that I find works well
Turret
is putting the Spartans in this corner of the base and then putting Forge and the Marines or the ODSTs and the Flamethrowers in the top right corner. That way they can catch the Banshees as they circle around the base.
Ready. Too easy. Too easy. Too easy. Easily done. Got it. Easily done.
base under attack.
Get it.
Ready. Easily done. Got it.
Supply pad complete.
Got it.
Turret improved.
Got it. Got it.
Supply pad upgraded. Turret complete.
Ready. Got it.
Local units. Supply pad complete. Local units. Supply pad upgraded.
Our focus early on in this mission, we're going to build some Hornets to try and help defend the base.
Easily done.
Got it. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Local units.
Quick, fire!
Air pad complete.
Ready. Easily done.
All units.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Hornet, good to go.
Local units.
Got it.
Local units.
Got it.
On my way. Engaging enemy.
Local units.
Got it.
Where to? On the way. Hornet up.
Yes.
You got it. You got it. Hornet in
Local
the air.
units.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
If any of your turrets get destroyed during this defense, just make sure you take time to rebuild them, or if they get damaged and you can repair them, definitely do so.
Healing targets. Ready.
All units.
Gyros engaged. AV-14 moving. Hornet up.
With these Hornets, there's a little trick that we're going to do to beat the Covenant at their own game. This will make defending our bases a little bit easier throughout the mission,
Hornet, good to go.
and we won't have to worry about repairing our turrets as often as we're rebuilding our turrets as often as we are.
Hornet on the way.
Turret improved. Reactor complete. Local units.
Hornet engaging.
All units.
Engaging. Attacking. Healing targets.
Local units.
Hornet in the air. Wilco. AV-14 standing by. Navigating.
All units.
Hornet underway.
And we're going to send these Hornets back in the direction of where we started this mission. And what I'm going to do is try to clear out
Navigating.
some of the flood that are at this flood vent in the northwest corner.
Engaging.
You'll want to remember this location. This is where we'll find the skull later on after we kill all the bomber forms.
Target locked. Ready. Holding for order.
Local units.
Wilco. Attacking.
Wingmen. Research.
Hostiles engaged. Wilco. Hornet attacking. Hornet underway.
Just make sure you keep an eye out for any flood swarm when you're using the Hornets. Those guys can take your vehicles down pretty quickly.
En route. Hornet engaging. Hornet attacking. AV-14
Local units.
engaging. Gyros ready.
Local units.
Hornet engaging. Target locked. AV-14 moving. Hornet underway.
Base under attack.
Hostiles engaged. Ready.
Local
So what we do with the Hornets, you'll find a base up at this higher platform, and there's also a summit that is separate from the base. This is the building that we need to destroy, and this will stop the flow of Banshees that are coming to our first base site. So that'll make the defense quite a bit easier.
Hornet engaging. Weapons hot. Attacking.
So once that summit is destroyed, our base should be a lot easier to defend.
All units.
Got it.
We won't have those pesky banshees entering the area as often,
Orders, sir.
or at all.
Units. Vehicle depot complete.
AB-14, moving. Holding for order.
Local units.
Ordered attack.
Turret improved. Reinforcements.
We'll also take the opportunity to go a little further to the north, and there's another summit on its own. We'll want to destroy that as well.
On my way.
And then we're going to begin sending these banshees back to the east, and then we'll eventually send them back to the home base, or in that direction.
Engaging enemy. 555.
Local units.
AB-14, moving. Target acquired. Hornet on the way. Attacking.
Canister shell. Research.
Target acquired. Hornet.
Local units. Reserves. Research.
En route. Wilco. Attacking. On my way.
And once you've killed the 10th bomber, you'll find the skull right at that location,
Flying. On my way.
and we won't have to go back there again.
Local units.
Hornet on the way.
So then once we're back at the home base, what I'll do is send the Hornets
For combat.
off to the right of the base, over this little hill.
Local units.
Gyros engaged. Well, looky there. The Covenant abandoned the Scarab. Wonder if they left the keys in it.
Local units.
And at this point, it's a great opportunity to go and secure this Scarab.
Ready.
Yes, got it. Pelicans, inbound. Pick up coordinates set.
And we'll have to send one of our Spartans to go and secure the vehicle.
Engaging.
Local units.
Weapons hot. Hostiles engaged.
Hopping on.
Local units.
Scorpion rolling. You know, the Covenant really shouldn't leave their toys lying around. Gyros rotated. Hornet engaging.
What's nice about getting the Scarab is, unlike in multiplayer, this Scarab will not take up any of your population. So it's like having the equivalent of 1.5 armies if you're playing multiplayer.
Scorpion fueled up. Locked in. Shrapnel flying. Online and rolling. Ready.
Yes,
Local units.
got it. Got it.
Local units.
And then, as you just saw, I sent my Hornets up to this corner, and right next to this flood vent was another Covenant summit. And that's the last summit that we really have to worry about for the remainder of the mission.
Here we go. On the move. Regeneration healing targets.
Local units.
On my way.
Enemy engagement.
Hornet on the way. Ready. Taking command.
Yes. Got it. I'll get it.
All units.
Hornet moving. Ready.
Local units.
On my way.
Base under attack.
Gyros rotated. Ready.
Yes. Got it.
So then with this scarab, what I like to do is send it in the direction of the
I'll get it.
second base that we're going to destroy. And we're gonna let attack that for a little bit
Healing target.
as we heal some of our units up.
Gyros rotated.
All units.
I'm there. Moving out.
We'll go ahead and get our scorpions rolling so that they can go in and assist the scarab when called for.
Ready to go.
Yes.
Enemy engagement.
We're ready. Moving up.
Yes.
Just make sure to keep a good eye on the scarab and watch out for any hunters that are in the area. Those guys, even 3 hunters can take down a scarab real easily.
Local units.
We're flying. On my way. Where to? Tank on the move. Canister. Yes, sir. Blaster.
Local units.
Take them out. Attacking. Ready. Too easy. You got it. You got it.
So now they threw some hunters and honor guards. It's better to have these guys distracted on our tanks than the scarab.
Carpet bomb. Improved.
You got it. Yes, sir.
With that base destroyed, we should have quite an easy time with all our other units to go in and clear out the remaining enemies.
Local units.
Pulling out.
Local units.
Target locked. Hornet engaging.
Since hunters can't target air, we're in really good shape. They're gonna be in big trouble.
Local units.
AB-14 moving. Hornet attacking. Gyros engaged.
And with that, we secured base number 2.
Healing target.
Yes. Got it. Got it. Got it.
Carpet bomb. Improved. Station complete.
555.
Local units.
I'm there. On my way.
Local
With-
units.
Since we got most of our upgrades completed, I really don't have to worry too much about supplies.
Got
My
it.
situation on that front is pretty good.
AB-14.
Supply pad. Complete.
We'll just want to make sure we set up at least a couple turrets on the space to defend against the flood, should they enter that area.
Local units.
Hornet on the way. We'll go. AB-14 moving.
I'll get it.
We're flying.
Adrenaline research. Supply pad. Complete. Turret complete.
AB-14 moving.
All units.
Hornet moving.
Got it.
Hornet underway. On my way.
Yes. I'll get it.
Regenerate healing target.
Yes.
So should you lead with the scarab, just once again watch out for those hunters. They'll do quite a number to the scarab.
Units. Turret complete.
Target locked. We're flying. We'll go. Engaging. Hornet engaging. Here it comes. Initial bombs out.
Local units.
Hornet on the way. Engaging enemy. Target locked.
All units.
I'll get it. I'll get it.
Local units.
We'll send our tanks in front of the base to draw fire from those hunters should they continue spawning, just like that.
Healing target. Hornet.
Local units.
Target locked. Firing on target. On the move. Firing. Yes, sir.
Supply pad upgraded. Local units.
Hostiles engaged. On my mark. Engaging target.
Supply pad complete.
Online and
Turret complete.
I'll get it.
And then once you deal with those reinforcements and destroy this base, then we're in good shape here.
Local units.
on the move.
We'll keep on rolling.
All units. All units.
AB-14 moving.
Supply pad complete.
At the third base location, up on the sledge, you'll find the final, or the black box for this level. We'll go ahead and collect that.
Begin healing targets. I'm on station.
Station complete. More resources required. Local units. Supply pad upgraded.
Here we go.
And then off to the side of base number 3 is a teleporter, which will take us up to the final location. Just be aware of these turrets that are surrounding the teleporter and take them out immediately.
Hostiles engaged. I'm on station.
Local units. Supply pad complete.
We're flying. Fueled up. On the move. Standing by.
Got it.
Hornet. I'm there. Hunting for targets.
Base under attack.
Yes. Got it.
Yes, sir.
Supply
I'm
pad
going to send this scarab on point,
Supply pad complete.
Yes. Got it.
All units.
Tank on the move.
Yes.
and you'll see why.
I'll get
We
it.
got another scarab to deal with in this corner.
Weapons cocked. Canister. Rolling initial coordinates. Bombing run. Garrett, initial bombs away.
Just make sure you take out that scarab as quick as possible,
Units.
and then clean up all these honor guards that are in the area.
Base under attack. Supply pad complete. All units.
Ready. On the way. Send us in.
Local units.
Take them out.
Got it.
Gyros ready. Hornet on the way. Ready. You got it.
And once you got that scarab down, then we just got this base to deal with. And this is the fourth and final location that we need to secure.
All units.
On the way.
Local units.
Just be aware of any flood that happened to be in the area. Otherwise, we're just about finished with this level.
Target locked. Attacking. Target acquired.
Local units.
And with the Hornets and Scorpions plus the Scarab, these guys really don't stand a chance.
Acquired. Generate healing target.
All units.
On the way.
All units.
Got it.
And just like that, the final Covenant bases down. Once we establish this location, the mission will end. And we should end up with a pretty good time.
On the way.
Local units.
On the way. Captain, the area is locked down. Anders done with her skull session?
The professor's filled me in. Good work, Sergeant. Stand by for mission briefing.
So there we are. Got that mission in 34 minutes. Pretty good time for that level, I would say. So again, even though there's quite a few base locations on this mission, you'll spend most of your time upgrading your army and your units from the first site that we secure. The secondary sites, we just simply claim those and just set up a couple turrets at least to make sure the flood can't take it from us. So hopefully you guys found this to be really helpful in your legendary run. Thank you all for joining me in on this episode, and I will catch you on the next one.